Good day. My name is Chief Strongblood, St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son, the diaspora machismo. On May the 7th, 2022, on 99.9 FM, VFM, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines called into that program, and he was relaying some information that he thinks the public should have. There are some things in the information that I want to bring to your attention here today. One of the points he made is they were preparing for the Unity Labour Party convention on the 31st of July 2022. And he says there ain't going to be no confusion in the succession, none whatsoever. If there is any slight hint of confusion, you know I will not have it. There is not a vacancy for the office of Prime Minister. There is not a vacancy for the office of political leader. We will elect a deputy leader. And certainly, we may elect a political leader. What Ralph Gonsalves was doing here, he was preparing the community for the continuation of the political dynasty which St. Vincent don't want, which St. Vincent and the Grenadines do not need. Succession of Camilo Gonsalves to his seat as Prime Minister. This is what he said. There is no vacancy for the office of the Prime Minister. There is no vacancy for the office of the political leader. We will elect a deputy leader. What he's actually saying here is that the post of deputy leader, he's not speaking about the organization leadership. He's speaking about the political leadership. Because if you notice, he mentioned the post of Prime Minister is not vacant. The post of political leader is not vacant. So he's not speaking about the party, the organization leadership. He's speaking about the leadership as it relates to politics and what occurs in the House of Parliament. What he's trying to do here, he's trying to offer Soboto Caesar the shadow and hold back the bone for Camilo. So what he's doing, he's putting up the post of deputy leader of the party, which is an appointed position, not an elected position, appointed position, because it is the Prime Minister who appoints his deputy political leader. The party appoints the Vice President. We are aware that the Vice President does not have any power. The party president is who is elected as Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister appoints who he wants to be his deputy. So there is no real election for the post of deputy leader, because even if you are Vice President of the ULP, it doesn't give you the guarantee that you're going to be the Deputy Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So now what he's doing, he have created this fictitious post of Deputy Political Leader, which he is hoping Soboto Caesar will grab at. Soboto Caesar will be the Deputy Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines for a short period, having Camilo Gonsalves still answering to his father, not to Soboto Caesar. And then, if Soboto Caesar is foolish enough to grab at the post of deputy political leader, then Ralph Gonsalves will vacate his post and have Camilo run for that post unopposed. Gonsalves is really hoping that Soboto Caesar is foolish enough to grab at the shadow, to run for a non-existent office as the deputy political leader of the Unity Labour Party. If Soboto Caesar don't grab at the shadow and decide he don't want to be the deputy leader, Ralph Gonsalves will not vacate his position, because listen to what he says. Certainly, we may elect a political leader. Certainly, we may. Certainly mean without a doubt. And may mean there is no certainty. So this is what you call an oxymoron, right? Where you put two opposing ideas in a conclusive statement. So what he's saying here, he ain't going to have no confusion in the succession, meaning if it don't work out for Camilo Gonsalves to be the leader of the Unity Labour Party and Prime Minister, that he is not having it. That is why he says certainly we may elect a political leader. So he's hoping that Saboto Caesar grab at the shadow while he have the bone secure for Camilo Gonsalves. Another thing, when we consider that Montgomery Daniel have been in this party for so long, Montgomery Daniel is far younger than Ralph Gonsalves. Montgomery Daniel is not suffering from Alzheimer's as Ralph Gonsalves is. Montgomery Daniel does not have dementia as Ralph Gonsalves had been exhibiting on a very frequent basis. Why is Montgomery appointed post of Deputy Prime Minister up for grab? Well, Ralph Gonsalves certainly may is indefinite. Why? Something is wrong with this picture. Because Saboto Caesar is far more intelligent than Camilo Gonsalves. But his father, who is practicing nepotism, is pushing his son and giving his son all of the opportunities, even though his son's ideas is worth nothing. He is presenting them to the public because he wants the public to see his son as being the appropriate successor to him in the office of Prime Minister. My name is Chief Strongblood, St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son, the Diaspora Machismo.